Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am, of course, your host, Aaron, and today we are going to talk about WWE Monday Night Raw that took place on September 8th, 2025, in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin Fairview Forum Arena. Don't ask me. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. Monday Night Raw opened up with the Usos making their way down to the ring. You got Jimmy, you got Jay. The Usos are back together because last week, as Jay was getting his ass beat by Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, his big brother Jimmy came to the rescue and saved his ass. They were just tossing back yeets, and they were talking shit on Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. And of course, Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed made their way out. They bitched and bitched back and forth. Bron Breakker wanted to run to the ring a couple times. Bronson Reed's like, no, who gives a shit? The Usos, of course, talk trash. And we are going to have a tag team match at WrestlePalooza between these two teams. And before the segment ended, we had LA Knight who came from behind and started attacking Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. This spilled all the way into the ring. You had Jay and Jimmy beating up Bron and Bron, I don't know what the fuck you want to call him anymore. And as Bron Breakker tossed LA Knight into the corner, Jay was there and LA stopped. He was like, whoa, I almost hit you. And then moved out of the way, and then Bronson Reed splashed him. Jay, of course, was pissed off. LA Knight was kind of pissed off. And, Jimmy's in the middle being like, yo, let's just cool it off, dudes. Like, chill the fuck out. In the back, LA Knight ran into Adam Pearce. Was like, listen, you're doing a terrible job. I want Bron Breakker or Bronson Reed tonight. Give me one of them. And Adam Pearce is like, I will give you Bronson Reed. I had to think for a second. I hate all these B names, man. Then we had our first match. It was AJ Styles versus El Grande Americano. This match was fire. There was a lot of back and forth. And it ccame down to a little spinny roll-up thing at the end where AJ Styles was able to get the Styles Clash. This was a really short match, and I was trying to look to see where my up and down thing was, but I can't find it. Doesn't matter. But of course, we had the interference by another El Grande Americano. Dragon Lee came to AJ Styles' aid, and that's how AJ Styles pulled off the victory. Apparently, AJ Styles cut a promo in the beginning, saying he didn't have any friends on SmackDown, or Raw, sorry about that, and that someone in the back was keeping him down. We had Nikki Bella in the back talking to Io Sky again. Asuka came and was like, you don't go away from Io Sky! And I love Asuka. And it is a match tonight. Nikki Bella versus Asuka. A match nobody wants to see. I really don't want to see it. But we did get a women's match that made up for all that crap because we had Lara Valkyrian versus Raquel Rodriguez. And I'm going to tell you something. This was a fantastic match. Raquel Rodriguez was beating the shit out of Lara Valkyrie, was focusing on her back. Lara Valkyrie, or Valkyrian, whatever the fuck you want to call her, was doing really good on the offensive. She was a great technical wrestler, a great tactician. She was doing everything she could, slamming her off the top rope, giving her power bombs. There was a lot of great spots in this match. Of course, you had Roxanne Perez who tried to get in the match a little bit, but Lara Valkyrian smashed her in the face through the ropes. And it did come down to Raquel Rodriguez reversing a move off the top rope on Lara Valkyrian. Did her move, I can't remember what it's called. Maybe, no, the power bomb or whatever, the choke bomb she did. 1, 2, 3. Raquel Rodriguez picked up the victory, and this was a banging ass match. Very good. Go and watch this. This is what women's wrestling should be. Every match should be like this. All right. Then we had another thing in the back. It was a little thing with Adam Pearce talking to Penta. Penta was really pissed off at Adam Pearce because, he wants to go for a title. That's why he came to WWE, and he's not getting these opportunities. Now, Penta was killing it when he got there, and then he went through a whole slump of losing. My boy, my other boy, not CM Punk, Rusev came by and was like, I beat the shit out of Sheamus. I won a title. I should be a champion. Where's my match? You suck, Adam Pearce. Penta gets in his face. Is like, listen, I'm here asking for a title shot. It's going to be Rusev versus Penta later on tonight. That one will be a banger. Sorry, it's not Sheamus, but I had to toss that bad boy out. And then you had Jimmy and Jay arguing, and, Jimmy's like, listen, LA Knight didn't mean for that shit to happen. You know, we should all be on the same team. Jay's like, no. I tried that shit. I ain't gonna do that. I don't like him. I ain't trusting nobody. You need to stop that shit. And then Jimmy said, yo, you acting like Roman Reigns. Ooh. Are we gonna see a heel turn for Jay? I would expect it. It's gotta happen eventually. All the good guys gotta turn heel. They gotta freshen it up. And then we got the best segment of the night, the best thing of the night. Light it up, light it up. That's right, AJ Lee made her way down to Raw. Everyone was cheering, having a great time. She was talking about how she was out of the ring and she needed to get some, better mental health, and everyone was cheering, therapy. It was a great promo. Go and watch it. I'm not going to go into it. Of course, you got Becky Lynch who came out, was like, listen, AJ, you shouldn't have got your nose involved in this shit. This was between... Stop protecting your man. Stop, standing in front of CM Punk. It was just really funny. Go and watch it, of course. Seth Rollins came down the ring. He was getting booed. Finally getting booed. CM Punk came from behind, beat up Seth Rollins. A whole big thing. They are going to have a match at WrestlePalooza. AJ and CM Punk versus Becky and Seth. This is going to sell out the whole WrestlePalooza. It doesn't matter what John Cena's doing there against Brock Lesnar. This is the match everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see AJ Lee. I want to see AJ Lee. And I think she signed a multi-year deal contract. So we are going to see so much more of her. This is just great. I don't know. If you're not a fan of this shit, this is what wrestling's all about, baby. This is really what wrestling is all about. You got another Bayley segment. I don't know what's going on with her. We had Rusev versus Penta. This was a very quick match. There should have given more time. There was some interference by New Day on the outside. Distracted Penta. Rusev got a kick. 1, 2, 3. He picked up the victory. I'm running out of time just checking it out. Then we had Nikki Bella versus Asuka. This match went on way too long just for Nikki Bella to lose. Asuka got her on the Asuka lock, and she tapped out. Nikki Bella, the legend, tapped out. Asuka picked up another victory, and she is dominating. And in the back, where there was a Judgment Day thing, Finn Balor was like to Dominic, what's El Grande Americano doing this shit? He has a match at AAA this Friday for the world title, and he said, listen, you don't understand, Finn, this is a lucha thing. Then we had, Rhea Ripley, baby, who came to Nikki Bella's aid as Asuka screamed at her, like, you suck, stay away from me, you Sky. I am sure this is going to be a tag team match, Rhea and Nikki versus Asuka and Carrie. Don't know when, I don't know. Then we had the final match, LA Knight versus Bronson Reed. This match, of course, went back and forth. LA Knight took advantage at the beginning, Bronson Reed at the end, distraction from a Braun Breaker, gave Bronson Reed the victory as he hit the, jagged edge for the win, 1, 2, 3. Then, of course, LA Knight was getting his ass beat. Out came Jimmy. Jimmy helped him out, but then Jimmy got overpowered by Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Out came Jay. Even the odds with an equalizer with a chair. LA Knight came with a chair after Jay got his ass beat by Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. They were setting up a double tsunami splash. And then after LA Knight went to Jay and said, are we cool now? Are we cool? Walked away, was talking to Jimmy, and then Jay speared him to go off the air. And it's like, what the fuck is going on, Jay? And he said, yeah, now we even, brah. Overall, this could have been a banging ass Raw. I don't have my ups and downs. It's getting it down. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time with more stuff, more things, and of course, more of this guy. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.